I always get asked of why I retire from sex work. I did sex work because of the guys that were coming into my life. They were treating me like a hoe, and if I'm gonna be treated like a hoe, I'm gonna get paid like a hoe. Like that's how I see it. I think fucking for fun, for free, is the dumbest shit ever. There's no guarantee that I'm going to enjoy it. You know what I mean? There's no. um, I don't care how good you look. Money always looks better. I don't care how much money I have. I don't. I've always worked multiple jobs. I've never just did sex work. You know. So I always got that kind of, well, why don't you just go get a job? I've had two or three, and while being a full time college student, like at the same time, like there's 24 hours in a fucking day. Like you don't control how anyone lives and how anyone makes their motherfucking money. You don't look better than motherfucking money. Let me tell you. I retired because my goal of making my money, what I wanted to make sure that I was stable and that I was safe, that if shit hit the fan, I would still be good. That money is made, put to a side. I'm not touching it. You know, I still very much consider myself poor because I don't need to be in designer shit or driving the latest thing. I don't even have to buy my own motherfucking house. Like, I don't think like that. I don't live like that, you know? Retiring really came into, it was something that I wanted to do for about two or 3 years before I actually retired, because I wanted to do more in my life. I wanted to have an authentic, long lasting, meaningful relationship. And it's really hard to do that. Even if someone respects your sex work, even if your partner respects what you do, they might be your cameraman, they might perform with you, they might drive you to your clients, you know, whatever that might look like. Because you'll be surprised of how supportive your your partner is or your friends are. You really would be. um but men are territorial. They are, you know. If I'm expecting my partner to give his all to me, then I should recuperate that. That's, you know, my personal view. And besides of that, I really started feeling empty and my mental health really started sinking due to all these conversations, all these different men, all these different men's energy coming in onto my body, touching me, even though I practice safe sex. Um, so if I really wanted that, that's something that I was going to be having to give. You know, you give what you want to receive. You know. So that happened. Then with COVID, I started doing hosting events. Because before COVID, I would like, that's one reason why I'm called diva, because you would either have to pick me up yourself or Uber me back and forth. You host, you know, that's the way I did it. You know, not to mention, I'm gonna need a fucking deposit beforehand. If you want me to be available at your set time, and you want me to do whatever popped into your mind, I need to be prepared for that. And so yeah, I do need a deposit. I mean, it's a business. Like, it's a fucking business. It's a real business, you know. There's a way that I have to look, there's a way I have to present myself, there's the way that I have to communicate, you know. There's customer service at the highest motherfucking level. Depending on where you saw my post, maybe that site has a review section, so you're going to go ahead and review me, and some other potential clients are seeing that. um, am I wearing lingerie? I buy my own condoms. You know, are we using sex toys? Sometimes sex toys were gifts, but other times I bought them. You know, all those things come into play. Then when COVID happened, I needed to host. So I was like, okay, like I felt better hosting rather than going in and out of cars, you know, because I used to do car dates also. So with hosting, you have to think about where am I hosting, the how much that's gonna cost me out of pocket. Then of course I want to make that money back. So then I have to really check out my prices, and I don't want to be too cheap, but and I don't want to be too unrealistically expensive that I'm not gonna get no fucking clients. You know, I have to promote myself. I might even, do a share for share on another sex worker's social media. I have to keep my ad updated. So like I said, there's a lot of work that goes into it, and of course, I want to make my money. It's this whole idea of like, I mean, it's a business at the end of the day. It's a fucking business. And what was really the icing on the cake was, guys, it's a whole communication thing before you actually make the appointment. There's verification. I need to make sure that you're real. You need to make sure that I'm real. Like, it's a whole thing. And that whole back and forth conversation is, I don't want to. Or the cheap motherfuckers who want to cheap you and negotiate prices, and it's just like, you want your private part to enter my private part, not the other way around. That's why when I notice girls these days hopping into people's DMs with their menus, with their little oh my god, previews, and it's just like, whoa girl, no. Like, and it really got trending, and I was just like, this is where, and then it's like, I'm an OG. I come, from Craigslist era. Okay, let me tell you. I went from Craigslist era to the dating sites, then to Snapchat. Like, that's how I'm connected with my clients. My clients wanting to see me. It's a good way. Like, oh hey, just follow me on social media. I'm real. Premium Snapchat. Then OnlyFans came around. I never got into OnlyFans. I missed that wave. I was just like, and that's because I don't like cam work. Like, it's too much work. It's one thing if my partner is okay with performing in front of someone else, like I have a cameraman or a camerawoman, that's one thing. But my personal experience is that they're not. Or these men think that they can be the cameraman, but by time it's time for them to ejaculate, the phone is, shaking. They even dropped the phone. Someone threw my phone one time, you guys. Like, and so then it just messes up the whole thing. Or they would even have their own OnlyFans. They're good looking, big dick, everything like that. Got their own OnlyFans, and they're like, well, would you like to collab with me? I would love to collab with you for $100, $1,000, whatever it is, and we might start talking, and it's just like, oh, well, I was hoping that we could like shoot first, because like the money's gonna come. No. Absolutely fucking not. Are you kidding me? No way. So it's just so much of that. And then I look at my bank account, I look at the way I'm, so much of the fuckery, and it's just like, I don't need to deal with this. I don't need to deal with this. Like, I'm not where I was when I started. When I fucking started, it literally made no fucking sense for me to have sex just to have sex. Like, I was short off of rent a couple of times. I had to ask my friends for diapers. It was this store in my old neighborhood that we used to live, and they knew me very well, and I used to get credit for diapers, okay? Or I used to go to the market, do my market, because I had food stamps and WIC, and steal diapers. Like, I was in no position just to be giving out the pussy, okay? Like, to be completely honest, like, and now I'm not there, like, now, like, I'm a college graduate. I don't work fast food jobs anymore. I have my own safety net. I'm not on any government assistant program or anything like that. I have money put away for my children's college. Whatever it is that they want to do, get interested in. We have money for that. You know, and I'm really in a point in my life where I'm like, okay, I was single, I did that, or I had a supportive boyfriend when I was, doing that. And now that is done, that is over. We're, moving on. I can't believe I went through that. But, I made it through. You know, that's my past, that's my struggle, that's what I did to survive, to make a profit, to make it where I am today. Now I don't have any worries about anything. I'm not on any government program, no type of assistance. I'm a college graduate. I have an app that is launching soon. I have a thriving retail business. I'm just, in a way better place. And I'm so grateful for the bullshit. I am, because I'm more grounded. I'm very humble. I'm very determined. There was no man who came in and like just took care of me. I I used my assets, like I and I'm very, very proud of who I'm absolutely proud of who I am, how much of a woman I've grown into, that I have this safety net for my family. So we don't have to ever worry about basic shit. Um, yeah. So it was time to retire. I've been retired for about a year now, and my dating life hasn't been really successful, but it's been a year. you know so I'm gonna give myself some time, and it's time to just be better. Well, that's your answer. That's why I retired.